Hello there, wonderful people, and welcome back to my shipwreck of a channel. Damn, it's been like 5 months, almost 6 months since I posted, and well, it's been a while, but I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry, everyone, chill. I'm here. So today we have a special video. It's 3 in 1 because I'm lazy to do 3 different videos, and on the rate that I'm posting is gonna probably play like 5 or 6 years till you see them all reviews. So I'll do 3 reviews in one video. It's gonna be a long one, so buckle up, boys. The good, the bad, and the excellent. So you already saw the title. I bet you already figured out which one which, but I'm gonna spell it out for you. The good, Final Fantasy Rebirth. Rebirth. Why did I sound like a robot? So Final Fantasy Rebirth, it's the good. I have nothing but praise for it. It's not perfect, and I'm gonna get to that point when I'm gonna get to that point, but it's amazing. I highly recommend it. So if you don't want any spoilers, just go right now and play it. I'll see you afterwards. And in case you are wondering why the fuck am I so wet, there are like 1 million degrees outside. Fucking global warming. The people that are not believing in global warming, they're fucking brain tarts, I guess. Sheesh. Anyway, as you can see, I have a fan right there. Wait, I think I'm gonna just... Yes, sir. Oh yeah, and I have legs. In case you didn't know, I have muscular legs. So yeah, Final Fantasy Rebirth, an excellent game. I highly recommend it. In case you don't want spoiled, go right now, play it, see you later. So for the people that are left and the ones that are still here, well, we're getting into the spoilers. Woo! Not right now, but I'm gonna get there. First and foremost, gameplay. I always start with gameplay. I think gameplay top notch. A combination between Devil May Cry and Persona 5. That's all I can say. It's amazing. It's two types of gameplays that I fucking loved. And by the way, another funny thing, I recorded this whole video. I usually do one takes because I'm good at talking, but I usually do one takes. And I recorded this whole fucking video. It's maybe like 55 minutes. I recorded everything, and then I deleted it. I fucking deleted a 55-minute video by mistake. Anyway, so the gameplay, amazing. Devil May Cry, if you like it, you will like the combat in Final Fantasy. It's not as stylish as Devil May Cry, and you don't get points for style, but it's really fluent and really good, and you can get some really nice combos in there. And the Persona 5, because you can select abilities, you can exploit enemies' weakness, and you should do that, otherwise you will get whooped in 5 or 4 seconds, you know. Like, it's really tough in higher difficulties, especially the final boss. I'm gonna talk about that on the story, or maybe right now. Fuck that final boss. It took me like 4 hours to beat it. Like, I'm not even joking. I didn't have the correct build. I didn't prepare, and I went in there blind. So it took me like 4 fucking hours to beat it. Especially because at the end he has one shot ability. I still don't know how did I manage to beat it. I don't get it. So 4 fucking hours just smashing my head into that. It's not as bad as the nameless puppet from Lies of P, but it's still bad. I fucking hate it. Fuck you, Sephiroth. But that's not the point. The gameplay is top notch. If you like Persona 5, if you like Devil May Cry, just imagine you'll do a fusion dance and be like, yep. And that's Final Fantasy Rebirth. No, it's really good. I can associate it with Persona 5 Striker. If you play that, it's a little bit like that. I can highly tell you that. A little bit less Dynasty Warrior, but more like, you know, it's similar. So if you like that kind of gameplay, go for it, 100%. If not, if you like just Devil May Cry or Persona 5, you might still find some opinion, but I didn't like it initially, and I still fell in love with it by the end, so it is what it is. Now, I'm not gonna just do a 55 minutes again. I'm gonna just snap. Story. The story, it's one of the best stories that I fucking played. It's, I don't know, for me, it really got into the feels. Every character meant a lot to me. It was really amazing. I fucking love the story of Final Fantasy Rebirth. It's a little bit convoluted by the end, but that doesn't matter because you know what characters want, what characters do, and who they are. You know that pretty well. You know what they feel. You know what they think. You know everything about them. That's something that I can't tell about the next game that I'm gonna talk about, but this game has such a fucking amazing cast of characters, and the voice acting is top notch, and the story is really good, even though a little bit convoluted by the end with all the multiverse shit. I liked it, even though I'm a little burned out on it because of so many stories, Invincible, Spider-Verse, Marvel, whatever, DC and other comics are doing the multiverse stuff I mean, it's been a while, so it's already, you know, kind of too much. Even Deadpool did it. Like, for example, look at this, Deadpool versus Deadpool. So I'm a huge fan of Deadpool, and even though I like multiverse, how can you not like this kind of stuff? So Deadpool, it's amazing. Fuck that. So Deadpool is amazing, and this multiverse is done a little bit like, even though it's convoluted at the end, it's still not that bad. It's not that bloated like Star Story, for example. Deadpool versus Deadpool, it's really convoluted. Like, you have to do some backwards bending to understand some stuff, and they don't make sense 100%, but it's still good. So even though I'm a little burned out with, you know, multiverse stories, I'm still good with the good ones. So the story, it's incredible because of the characters. I think the characters are the main buffet. They are the main thing. You can't get better than that. I fell in love with Tifa, Cloud, Barrett, Aerith, Kate Sif, Red13, even Vincent, that is just a grumpy vampire. It's really good written, even though it's like I like the end of the side. A thing that I don't like about Vincent, I'm gonna ramble over. So there's a side quest with Queen's Blood. I'm gonna talk about side quest when I'm gonna talk about the main loop of the gameplay. But so there's a side quest with Queen's Blood, and at the end Vincent just comes all around. It's like, oh, I save you from Queen's Blood. And it's like really stupid, that thing. I still don't get it, why they had to add Vincent like shooting the card, be like, oh, I'm all badass and stuff. That was bullshit. But besides that, everything is good. So the characters, especially the side characters, for example Dio, it's such an amazing character. Barrett, poor fucking Barrett, had to fight his best friend from the past that lost his mind. You know, he was Delulu, it was Coconut, it was like, oh wait. And then Dio comes in, he's like, you did a great job, Barrett. You proved me that you are not a fucking psychopath who killed people. I knew it. And then he flexes on them. He's like, yeah, go away, I'm gonna keep the Turks at bay. And then we find out later that he was literally beaten. So yeah, that was hilarious. So the side characters are good. Like I said, a star is Dio. I fucking love Dio. It's such a great character. I don't know why. Maybe, I mean, I have any idea why I like him. Just search Dio on the internet. I'm not telling more stuff. So yeah, characters are really great, and that's what elevates the story. The story is kind of basic. If you exclude the multiverse stuff, it's kind of basic. It's just like, oh, we need to get the MacGuffin now to stop the bad guy. That's the gist of it. But the fact that the characters that you follow are so good. Cloud, it's such a great character because you see his mind going Delulu, and the only one that can get close to him is Tifa, because they have common history, even though that history is not what it seems. I don't know exactly what's happened there, but I have a theory that Genova might be the one that did that to Cloud. If you play the game, you'll see what I'm talking about, but it's really interesting how you see the Cloud character as the character deteriorating and becoming husk of himself. Like at some point he's just a puppet to Sephiroth, and that's really intense. And Eric and Tape are really are really trying to get to him, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I enjoyed these characters and I want to see them growing even more, and I want to see where the story is going. So I cannot wait for the part 3, for fuck's sake. But that's the thing. The characters are amazing. The side quest. I didn't talk about the side quest in the gameplay, but I'm gonna talk in here because it's about world building. The side quests are amazing. Not all of them. Some of them got me bored out of my mind, but some of them had funny payoffs, interesting payoffs, and good payoffs. But the other ones are like meh. I didn't do all of them, but I hunted down every fucking single one of the Queen's Blood players because I wanted that. I fucking wanted that. I was obsessed with Queen's Blood. I want the full game of Queen's Blood. I want to play and be the best. Not even joking. That game, it's amazing. I was obsessed with it. But yeah, that's a good side quest. Then another one with the bandits from the first game. They come around and you unveil a bigger story just than the bandits. But there are other ones that like I didn't give a shit. For example, scanning all the bullshit talismans, or not talismans, temples, you know, to get the beast and fight them in the cyberspace or something like that. I didn't give two shits about that. I didn't pay attention to them and I didn't do all of them because I didn't care. And another one, the one with the pieces of the amulet that you have to do some challenges to get some pieces, and there was a huge sand monster. I didn't give two shits again about that. It's not my cup of tea. Maybe I will go back after that. But I did Chocobo races because I enjoyed that for so fucking... I don't know why. I didn't like Mario Kart. I didn't like the Chocobo game that they put it on a few years ago. But in this game, I played the shit out of it. I want to be the best. And yeah, it was really fucking fun. So the side quests are good and the world is amazing. But it's not... It's amazing, but it's not excellent. Because I still fast travel. Unlike the last game that I got. So I still wanted just to get through it and do what I wanted to do instead of exploring more the world and enjoying it. At some point after 150 hours, I think I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just fast travel to this and this. You know, I was sick of traveling. Unlike the last game, like I will say, I will talk about that. So the world is amazing, but it's not without its flaws. It's kind of boring and repetitive, especially the Golden Saucer part where the around it, the desert is fucking boring. I freaking fucking hate deserts. I despise them so much. I'm sick of them. I stopped so many games to play them when they got to the desert. Metro Exodus, I stopped so many times when I got back because the desert part is horrible. It's boring to me. The desert sites are boring. In the next game that I'm gonna talk, Dragon's Dogma, fuck it. You saw it in the title. Why the fuck do I keep saying the next? Dragon's Dogma has the first part that is okay, and the second part when everything is apocalyptic and it's like spoilers. So fuck that shit. It's a desert and a fucking wasteland. The only wasteland that I enjoyed was in Mad Max in 2015. Besides that, fuck any other desert. But that's beside the point. So I hate desert sites. I found them boring, so the world is not really amazing. In Final Fantasy, at some point it gets boring and you have just to fast travel from point to point. Maybe you like it, maybe I'm crazy, but I didn't, so that's the only withdrawal from me. Besides that, the world is top notch, characters amazing, even the side characters are good. So I highly recommend to play that game if you enjoyed it. To what I told you, and if you enjoy Devil May Cry and Persona 5, two games that have good characters, one focus more on gameplay, other one more on characters. They're combined, you know, they're really good. Now the next game, the bad Dragon's Dogma 2. I have over 100 hours on it. I think I have 106 hours on it. No, I I don't know. I have lots of hours in it. It's a massive game, and it's hell of fucking boring. The gameplay. The gameplay is it's as I don't know. Let's say you see a puzzle that seems really deep, and you are like willing to jump in it and dive in it and be like, yeah. You jump in it and it's just to your knees. It's like really shallow. It's shallow water. It seems deep. It's not. That's my opinion about it. You start with a few abilities, then you got a few more. So you can uncover more by finding some pergaments, some stuff. You know, you can find more abilities the way you go, but nothing is too deep. Nothing is too interesting. Nothing is really that. Damn, my hair looks weird. Nothing is really impressive that will dramatically change the gameplay. So it's not bad, but it's not good. It's like French fries of gameplay. You know, they're fine. You can get done with it. You can just satisfy your hunger for a snack, but it's not really good. It's not stylish. It's not anything. Maybe I didn't get good enough. Maybe I'm not really deep into the gameplay, but I played enough to see that is that interesting. And yeah, that pisses me off. Because at the beginning I was like, yeah, it's really good. But what you see at the beginning is what you get in the end. You know, that's all. That's pretty much all. You don't get more than that. That pisses me off because you don't evolve. You don't get new stuff. You just get better stats pretty much. And that's all. I can't say anything about the pawns are interesting. So I almost forgot about the pawns. So the pawns are interesting. You can find more pawns with different abilities and stuff like that, and they are kind of interesting, but they are again not that deep. I never get too much attention about my pawn. I made the warrior from the beginning. That was it. I found other pieces in the world beyond or something like that. I forgot how it's called because I'm gonna talk about the story and I'm gonna be really angry. So you get more pawns in the world beyond is like really interesting. You at the beginning you're like, yeah, I can find no combination, but at some point you're gonna get a healer, a mage, and a warrior because you can do the other stuff. There are maybe those are the essential. You cannot go without a healer. Maybe one or two that's really good, and there's another DPS mage that you will most likely have it because it has lots of damage and he helps you a lot in the fights. And the pawn is like whatever. You make it and then it's you that you can change the classes whenever you want. Same with the pawn. So again, it's not that deep. The gameplay seems deep, but it's not. So I was excited at the beginning, but at the end I didn't give two shits about it. I was just getting to the game, like that's it. The story. This is literally the worst story that I ever heard or read or seen. It's the worst story, period. I can name one single character from all of this. I can name anything. Just you, the reason, and the dragon. That I don't know if he has a name, but it's a dragon. You find lots of dragons. That's all. I don't have other names. I don't remember any other character name, and that says how much you care about this world. The world it seems pretty big and then it's pretty much shallow. I can name one single place. One. I can name one place. Not even the main city, the big city. I can name it. Just I guess the checkpoint town because it's a checkpoint town. That's it. Nothing else. The story is you are the reason. You have to find who's the faker reason. You find out who's the faker reason. You stab yourself to see the other world to stop the cycle. You stop the cycle. You reborn anew. Such a boring story. By the numbers, everything is lame. It's not really interesting, and again, the characters are so lame. In the second part of the game, when everything is just an apocalyptic fucking desert, it's lame. It's boring. I drag myself to the end game because I didn't find anything appealing about that game at that point. I enjoyed the side quest, but again, I can't name one thing that I did beside solving the riddles for the Sphinx. That was the best side quest and the best gameplay. The only thing that I remember for sure, and I didn't play it too long ago. I played it after launch, a few weeks, so it's been just a few months and I can't remember jack shit. No, it's boring. It's a boring game. It's a boring world. Nothing too interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you are a huge fan of it, but it's like meh, whatever. So compared to, because I played Dragon's Dogma after I played Final Fantasy, I had such a huge comparison term at that point that it was literally impossible for me to go to a masterpiece, in my opinion, Final Fantasy, to a joke of a game that has some interesting stuff but mostly boring. I enjoyed the exploration at the beginning, then it just got dragged down because you find the same enemies over and over again, you find the same caves over and over again, nothing new, and the exploration didn't reward you nothing. Like, for example, in Elden Ring, I'm playing right now the Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm gonna get the review done soon, maybe next week, maybe I want 1 month, who knows. In there, when I explore something, I find a boss, I find something interesting. Some of them are just reused enemies, a little bit stronger. Some of them are not. You never know. You never know what's the main path. But at least I have a fast travel, so I can go from side to grace to side to grace. Unlike Dragon's Dogma, when you have to plant something. For example, I was like really far away. I don't remember the cities. They're so forgettable. So I was really far away, and I forgot to plant a stone. That stone that lets you fast travel. And now, just imagine, I forgot to plant that. I went to some other place in the other side of the map. I had to travel from such a dangerous place, such a drag, to get to that point again. After the first time, that was literally so annoying. Like, I didn't see anything appealing about that. It was just a drag on game. I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed first, let's say, 15 hours. But after that 50 hours, I got bored out of my mind, so I couldn't play it anymore. So I had to take a break. That was the reason this review came too late, because I was so bored of Dragon's Dogma. So the gameplay sucks, the story sucks, the world, like I said, I can't remember one thing. I can remember how it looked, I can't remember nothing specific about it. It's just boring. It's fine to explore, but again, just to explore, and you won't get anything interesting. You were attacked by the same troll the 10th time. Whoa! You were attacked by a minotaur. Whoa! You were attacked by the griffin. Whoa! A dragon. Whoa! And that's it. The 4 enemies. So it's so boring. Nothing interesting. The open-ended quests are kind of interesting because you can do some stuff. For example, you get at some point a jail key, and then you can replicate it, and now you can get out of the jail forever for free. But the fact that I never got in jail because I'm such a nice guy. So yeah. You can find the key from in another castle just to open something in the main castle and get some tools for a later quest. Nothing that in that moment. It's just for long-term game. It's that too boring. I didn't find anything interesting. The characters are boring. Nothing get me invested per se. So the world seemed empty to me. It's just an empty place where I'm the only one who exists, and my stupid pawn. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma, I don't really recommend it. Maybe if you like the first game, or you like to explore stuff and you don't get bored of this gameplay loop, maybe you can go and enjoy it. I did not, and that makes it more obvious because after that I finished Dragon's Dogma. I went back to a masterpiece of the game, Red Dead Redemption 2. Whew, where to begin? Rockstars. I never liked their games. I mean, never is a strong word. I don't usually like their games. I didn't like GTA 5. I like Bully, Manhunt, but that's it. I didn't like GTA for a long time. The only GTA that I liked was when I was a kid and I played Vice City. That's it. And I was enjoying it because I can get a bazooka and a flamethrower and kill people. That's all. But Red Dead Redemption 2. Fucking Christ. Such an amazing fucking game. Gameplay is by the books. It's how Yahtzee said it in one of your reviews of Zero Punctuation. If you remember that now, it's fully rambolic. Ghost Train Ride. It's not that you don't have to go in GTA or Red Dead Redemption, because I played GTA 5. I played it. I have it on my Steam. I played it on my console. I didn't like it. It's just not that interesting of gameplay. Where Rockstars really excel is at the world and the characters. So the gameplay, I can't say too much about it. It's just by the books shooter. It's just a shooter. You go to the place, shoot people, you go out from the place. That's it. The set pieces, on the other hand, the gameplay is so simple. It's nothing more complicated. If you go bit by bit, that's it. You go to the place, shoot people, go out. Or sneak to the place, shoot people, and out. But the set pieces are amazing. Spoilers. For example, I'm gonna include this in the gameplay section because the story, I'm gonna talk really in depth about the story, but the gameplay is like I said, shallow, so I need to talk about other things. The set pieces. Let's say, for example, it was you have to go to a casino and try to play poker to earn money. A big heist. You'll get lots of money, but it was rigged. Everything it was in your favor. You had the middleman, the one that shuffled the cards. He was on your side. He helped you, and you had one guy as guard to guide you to the place where you will get your prize. It was a watch with lots of money. That was such a good set piece of heist set piece because it was really intense. You at some point you think that you're gonna get caught. You don't know if everything is going according to plan because you don't meet the person. You're just told that he's gonna be on your side. So that kind of set piece, or when you go to rob a train, or you go to rob a bank, for example, at Blackwater. We don't talk about Blackwater. Saint Denis. You go to rob a bank, and you had a mole in your gang, so police are knowing that you're coming. So you're under assault. You are under time because they are pushing towards you. You have to blow up a wall and try to run for it. Those kind of set pieces are so amazing, but the gameplay is shallow. So it's just like watching a movie, but it's a damn good movie because again the characters. In that incident, a really dear character died because he was captured because of the fucking mall. Fuck you, mall. I don't know if I would spoil this game that much because I really highly want you to go to play it. But I'm gonna, go a little bit to the spoilers. So, it's the story. By the beginning, it's just a simple story, and then it evolves into character in-depth story. But at the beginning, it's just we're running away from the law because something went wrong in another heist in Blackwater. I said, and something really bad happened. We don't know what. You still don't find out what. And from what I can understand, you don't know what happened in Blackwater from the first game, because first game is a sequel to this one. So this one is just a prequel to the first game. You don't find out what happened in Blackwater. It's just your imagination, and something has to be really messed up for nobody to talk about it. Like At some point, Dutch is really deranged. This year is poorly worrying. Fuck, I need to talk about the story, and I highly recommend you stop watching and go play for yourself. It's a 60 hours game. I have close to 100. I think I have 96 hours or something like that in Red Dead Redemption 2, but I think it's 60-hour game or something like that. I think you can make it even shorter if you don't go to side quests, but you won't. You won't jump side quests because they're so good. So, spoilers ahead. Dutch becomes really deranged and he does some messed up shit. At some point he really chokes an old woman because he thought she will betray them, even though everyone told him that she's a trusted person. No, he really chokes her. He takes her like this and he's dead. Because he's fucking deranged. At some point he's just so paranoid and everything he's doing is doing for the gang. But he's doing just for himself and because he doesn't know what reality is anymore. That's my opinion. And I didn't play the first game, but I know that Dutch somehow happens to go in the mountains or something like that, be like a savage person. So yeah, so I don't know what happened in Blackwater that still doesn't top what Dutch does to the end of the game, you know. But that's fine. I don't need to know what happened because that's the thing. It's such a memorable moment that you don't need to see it. You just need to hear from character's perspective, and it's still memorable. Unlike the Dragon Dogma that I can't remember things that I saw. I can't tell you anything about them. You know, it's just like really, really boring. But in here, even though I didn't saw Blackwater and I don't want to see it, I still know lots about it. I still know how it makes people feel, you know, about that incident. So that's the good thing. So the characters, I'm gonna talk the characters because they do the story. The story is not by the book. It's about betrayal, lost, and what is about how everything is changing around you, and you need to change with it or be gone in the past. So it's such a cool story and such a sad story for our protagonist, Arthur Morgan. Fuck. Arthur, such a great character. At some point, so I had the game since 2018 when it appeared. After Arthur got sick, I had to stop playing since this year when I finished the game because I didn't want Arthur to die. I got so attached to that character that I just wanted to come back to the game, do some side quests, explore the world, but to play with Arthur. Because I couldn't really think of him dying after all he'd been through. How he lost his son, his girl, that it wasn't his wife, but even though he was on the run by law, he was doing some bad stuff. He still made good by her and go every week, every 2 weeks, I think, or once per month to see her and his son. Because he did that. He knew that he did that. He's such a great character and in that person. He had a notebook that he was drawing stuff in it. What he saw, how he felt about stuff. It reminded me of Artyom from Metro series. Another really good character that is really in depth, even though it seems so one-dimensional. It's so deep what he's thinking and what he's feeling towards some stuff. So you have that notebook and see in the mind of Arthur Morgan. So I didn't want him to die. I stopped every time to play the game just because I don't want him to get more sick. And when the doctor told him that he has tuberculosis, it really made me sad, literally sad for that character. Because frankly, it's just one of the greatest characters that I played as in any video games. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece by character standards and by the graphics. I don't usually talk about the graphics, but I should have talked about graphics. This game holds up after 6 years. on console. Keep in mind, on PS4 version. Even though I'm playing on PS5, it doesn't have a PS5 upgrade. So on PC, I think it's even greater with mods and ray tracing and everything. So this game is such a masterpiece through and through. The characters are again amazing. I can tell you hours. I can talk about Arthur and what he felt, his stories, but other characters as well. For example, Micah. Fucking Micah. I fucking hate that character. Such a fucking rat. No pun intended. So, at some point you have to save him from a jail, and you kill a whole fucking city because of him. And he still betrays you and the Vanderlei gang. So, that fucking asshole. He's never told. Maybe it's just maybe it's not a rat. Maybe he was just an asshole, but not a rat. But it's highly probable that he's a rat. And fuck him for that. The fight between him and Arthur, such a fucking asshole. Because he beats a sick man who wanted to do good by other people. What a fucking asshole. Charles, an Indian who's one of the closest friends of Arthur. Such a great character. He was always the heart of the gang, I think. Him and John Marston. So it's such a great character. He's always the heart. He's always there for Arthur and helps him out. It's always like rational, and he literally tells you what you should do to be good. He never thinks by emotion, even though he should. At some point you have to help some guys, some Indo-Americans that are they are getting robbed, per se, by the land because of fucking asshole politician soldier stuff. And he tells Arthur, even though he had feelings and he was like wanting to help them, he tells Arthur that you should not go and do something crazy, because that will be more good. He's always rational. And the fact that at the end, when you play as John, you find him fighting in boxing matches just to earn some spare change to go somewhere else, is so sad and heartbreaking. He fights like a dog just for some change when he could have done so much better. Sadie, another amazing character. My lady Sadie, you know, from a widow wife to a revenge monster to a bounty hunter. She's the epitome of character development. You see her from the lowest to the highest point, and she's such a great character. I'm not even talking more about her, but the fact that she's there every time for Arthur and for John, it's amazing. John Marston, I'm not gonna talk about him, I think, because he's the protagonist of the next game in the timeline, so not need to talk about him. Dutch, such a fucking interesting animal. He was initially a gentleman with a silver tongue, and he's reduced to a fucking animal, in my point of view. He lost his way. He doesn't have anything but the instinct of survival, just for him. Nobody else counts. And that's such a fucking stupid person. I love to hate him. He was only for money, nothing else mattered in his point of view. And yeah, he got a little bit down the tone because, like I said, it's not a game, it's a story, a really goddamn good story that I highly recommend you go and watch it unfold. The side quests are amazing. There are pieces of stories. For example, there's a veteran who fought in the war. He crawled through the bodies that he couldn't touch the soil. In his words, such a fucking nice dude. You find him in the forest by pure chance. You can just avoid finding him, you know. if you don't care about interaction with strangers. And from that point on, you have to help him find his leg, because his horse ran with his leg. We find his leg, and from that point on, he calls you from time to time to help him with hunting. First you find a fish, then some wolves, then a boar, and that boar take him out. And that's sad, because I fucking love that character. Again, every character in this game, it's top notch. Maybe I can't name them all, maybe, but they will forever be in my fucking heart from their stories point of view, because they're fucking amazing. Rockstar, I was a hater towards Rockstar. I thought they are overrated. I thought that everyone is kissing their balls just because of GTA 5 that I fucking hate. I don't like the game. I don't like that game. Maybe it's as good as Red Dead Redemption. I didn't like it. I didn't find it appealing. But Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a fucking masterpiece, and I give them all the credit in the world. I understand why they are kissed in the butt by everyone. So yeah, I highly recommend go play Red Dead Redemption 2, Final Fantasy, and avoid Dragon's Dogma if you don't just enjoy mindless exploring. No. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You know, it's a little bit longer video. I'll post it right now. So when you're gonna see it, 10 years, maybe when I'm gonna be famous, go back to my videos, say hi. Right now, it's just a video, my point of view of 3 games. How one is good, one is god awful, bad, and one is a masterpiece that we humans are not ready for, But yeah, I think you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon with the Shadow of the Rdr2 video. I have some highly fucking thoughts about it. But yeah, well, I will see you. Bye.